Hi everyone. So we are here. This is kind of the part 2 of fixing these controllers. So in the previous video, I will put here a link in the description. We were trying to fix these 4 controllers drift using this WD-40 contact cleaner. In almost of them, it did help a bit, but it didn't totally fix the issue. So today we will do the second option to try to fix the controllers. So now we go one by one, and we will do the second step. That basically it's to open here this potentiometer. We will fit in here the tweezers and open it, and then take the small sliding part inside and try to clean it, and even try to clean here the tracks inside of the potentiometer, just to see if that will help. I will put here the testing of the controllers, because I will not do it again. I will show from the previous video, so you can see what are the issues. Sorry for my hands, sometimes they are a bit in front of the screen while testing, but you can see usually what are the issues with the drift. I'll just put here the connected, still connecting to this webpage, this hardwaretester.com gamepad. And now here, the issue with the first one was the up and down moves slow. So on the left, so here the left. Okay, so we can see definitely improvements, but I can see that is still here, over here, some drift, some drift to the bottom right. But besides that, let's see if I can do like that, just for you to see everything. So you can see it's not really centered, but it improved actually. So there is not this moving up and down slowly, and doesn't get even stuck on the up and down. So now it's just some drift here to the right. So let's see, maybe it's better this way, it's a bit easier for me to show. So you can see it's not like totally to the centered. It's like axis 0, it's like 0.12, like offset, sometimes a bit less, 0.09, but at least there is some improvement. I think like this it will drift. I will need to test it with some game, just to be sure, but almost for sure it will drift a little bit to the bottom. But yeah, so this is the first one. The second one is this PS4, the left joystick drift. So let's see on this one. Okay, so left and drift to the left. Okay, still we see here some drift to the left. I can see it over here is not centered. Hopefully you guys can see as well. I'm not sure if it's like this, is definitely not visible, but yeah, it's still drifting to the left. Sometimes, well, if I do it quickly it's okay, but if I do it slowly, sometimes it stays. So I see that seems it helped a little bit. On the right one, everything is fine. With the right one, there is no problem, but with the left, I still see some drift to the left. Okay, this didn't fix totally the issue as well. The third one is this. Let's do the fourth one, because the cable is the same as the other controllers. And here this is left analog drift, bottom drift. Okay, so this actually there is no bottom drift. Well, this seems actually to be fixed, actually. Very good, very good. Okay, I don't see any drift if I move. Okay, if I move a little bit, I can see here to the top left. But the issue was with bottom drift. There is maybe a little bit, but much less than what it was. Okay. Okay, so it might help a little bit. I will need to check if this is... It might seems that might be drifting while playing. You can see over there now. Over here it's a bit like top left, to the left a bit more, but the down part actually it's quite good. If I move it slowly, maybe a little bit, but doesn't seem almost anything. I don't know if while playing it if it will affect. Actually, I replaced even the joysticks here, the caps, because they were bad, so I replaced those in case it would be fixed. But seems that might not be. I will still need to test with some gaming and then see. Okay, and this was the fourth one, and let's now try the third one with the USB Type-C, because it's different for the Xbox, the more recent controllers. So let's do it and see if it will. Okay, and this was bottom right drift on the left joystick. Bottom right. Okay, here I don't see actually much move. Okay, so here seems actually didn't help. As you can see, it's like really to the bottom and it gets stuck there. So, and on top now it's totally stuck. Yeah, so this is too much that it's not helping anything. So this one for sure is not good. So now let's start one by one. So for this one I will need to disassemble a bit more, because you will be able to see that from here we will not manage to take it fully. So we'll need to unscrew over there. There is a screw, and in the other side, and then hopefully I think we will be able to flip it as well. We need to take off this cable, and then we should be able to do it. So I will skip now this part of disassembling. If you want to see how to disassemble a full controller, you can see I have plenty of videos about those ones for Xbox and for PS4 controllers. So I will put as well here in the description some links for it, so you will be able to watch those. Okay, so we just flip those ones. Let's see if we can do it. So for this one, the issue firstly it was up and down, move slowly, but then later on we did clean it with the WD-40, and then it just right bottom, right down for bottom. So let's see, and here we fold some parts. Sorry. So left joystick, this one here, left bottom right. So left, this one, so this one, and then bottom right here, it will be the opposite up. So probably we'll need to open both, because bottom, if you can see over here, if I move it to the bottom, you can see over there, this is for bottom, but to the right, this is the one, right and left. As you can see it moving. So how we'll do this one? So we need to be careful because of the cables in the back, but let's just fit in here the tweezers. Hopefully you can see there is a couple of holes over here. I'll try to show closely if it focus. So over here, so you see I'm fitting it, and then I'm trying to twist a little bit to one side or to the other, or maybe I will put even and try to press it just to see. And actually I mess it up a little bit, the plastic, but should not be a big problem. Okay, so I'm just fitting in and pushing away. So I just don't want to break anything, so I'm trying to be careful. Okay, push it away, and you see everything opens up, and now we can take it. And this one definitely seems a bit dirty, for sure, like quite some corrosion. You can see like it's very darkish, so sometimes that can impact. And regarding the tracks, looking at it, the tracks actually don't seem that bad. It's a bit hard to see because I'm not fully bending it, not to break it, but looking at it, the tracks seem quite okay. Of course we will clean those as well, so just to be sure. So this one is the top one, and let's do the other one here. Same thing, just fitting the tweezers in a bit deeper and then moving outside. Okay. Still need to bend it a bit more. Okay. Take this one as well, with a bit darkish with some corrosion, I think. And the tracks for this one, yeah, this one the tracks don't seem very good. Let's see if we can open it a bit more without breaking it. Yeah, maybe you can see it, maybe not, but here over there in the sides, I'll try to show. Over here, you see that is some whitish. I think it was already too. It was really used a lot, so that might be the issue. You might be able to see, might not. See over there and over there a little bit, but let's clean it and see what will happen, if something it will improve or not really. So for these ones we will use the fiberglass pen. So this, you will be able to see it before and after. So I already passed here a little bit and you can see it already. It's shining already a little, but let's do it more. Just you need to be careful here not to press it like too much, because you might bend here some of the contacts, so you need to be careful. Always need to follow up the way of the metal, let's say. Otherwise you can bend it. It happened already for me quite several times actually. Okay, so this is clean, the top one, and you can see now the difference. You can even put here, probably in the finger. You see, one shiny and the other one is totally dark. So this was the top one, and this was the one on the left. and here as well. Sometimes you can buy the these replacements only, I think, but in general I'm not buying these replacements. If I want to replace, I replace basically everything. But yeah, this is the first step of let's say second step that I would do to clean, because WD-40 it helps. In some cases it might even fix it. I had already at some point one that it helped, but might not be all of them. And now let's use some IPA and clean the tracks itself, just to see if it will help a little bit or not. So this is just here cleaning. So for this one, I will just clean this one. I will not clean the other ones, because this one, it's not a point, because it doesn't have any issue. So yeah. Okay, and I think it's more or less dry. Now we need to put them back in. So let's put the top one. And here we don't want to break anything. So I believe it's like this. So we can grab it and put it there. Let's see if it will hold in place. Sometimes it's a bit tricky to have in place, especially with tweezers, and if you are a bit shaking like I am. So then yeah, okay, so we did fit it in. I think it's okay, so let's press in. If it doesn't want to go, what's happening? Okay, I think now it's okay. Okay, I did press it in. We just need to be sure that it's in there in place, otherwise it might not like it so much. And this one the same thing. Let's put it in. Okay, it's in place and it's aligned. Good. And let's press it in just to see if it doesn't want to go. So sometimes it's a bit tricky. Okay, it's aligned. I think it is. Just to be sure that it's aligned properly. Otherwise, yeah. And let's see if it will fit in. It doesn't want to fit. What's going on with it? Something not maybe straight how it's supposed to be. I think now it's more or less, maybe not fully. As well, here in the bottom there is this, that sometimes they don't want to fully align here to the holes, so it's a bit tricky. On the top it's aligned, but here on the bottom it's not so much. Strange that the right side it's fitting properly, but here on the bottom it doesn't want to. Okay, fit it again. This sometimes is a bit trial and error, and actually I'm not doing this very often, so for me it's even more tricky. So this one, it's okay. Okay, let's press it in. Okay, so now it's in place. Okay, so this one, it's kind of okay-ish. Of course, we will need to test it and see if everything now it will be working. It will work fine or not. But this one, for now, it's cleaned. So let's move to the next one. So we have here the second controller. I already disassembled it. So for this one is the left drift. So left this one. So if you turn it around, it will be this one. And the left drift, it's related to this top one. Okay, so let's take it out. So let's press it here and try to open. Sometimes it's a bit tricky, like I said, but need to be careful and not to break anything. So let's take it out. Here as well it's a bit darkish. So, and here in the inside, not sure you can see very well, but yeah, need to clean there a little bit inside. So for the PS4, actually it's easier to open these a little bit. They open more than the ones for the Xbox. So let's clean a bit with the IPA again, and I will just show these two the full process of the Xbox and the PlayStation 4. Then for the controllers 3 and 4, probably I will just fast forward and go through it, because actually the process is the same. Basically just clean it here inside, be sure not to have any hairs or any dirt inside, and then for this one, just with a carbon fiber, I think it's carbon fiber or fiberglass, maybe fiberglass. I always mistake the name of this pen, but I'll put it in the description, the name. And then here is just clean these two with just here. Just be careful with these ones, not to mess up the small contacts. So we need to be careful. I just gently scrub it a bit in the way of the tracks, not to have anything messed. So actually it's not much that we can fix here. It's just to clean this. You can see it's now a bit more bright, so better contact. And here inside we just double check if there is nothing bad. Maybe there is here some small dust or something like that, just to be sure that the tracks, everything contact properly. If you have this kind of, it's to blow air. So sometimes I use it just to clean if there is something inside. Anyway, and all the tools I will put here in the description what I used. So if you want to use the same, you can use the same. And let's put now this one. So let's put it, press it, and now sometimes here in the bottom these parts that fits inside, sometimes they break. So actually this is breaking already. If it's, let's see if it's focused. Yeah, you can see here is broken, so sometimes then could be hard to put it inside. Anyway, here is not a big problem if it breaks, because we have here on the top ones as well, so not a big deal. It's just one that goes here on the bottom. Here on the top we have both, and usually this break because we bend it a lot, but it's not a big problem. See, just fit it in, and that's it. So then we just need to mount everything back again, put everything properly, and then check how, if it works or not. So in this case here the cable just went in. Okay, and that's it for this one. I'll put it here to the side, and now basically I will do the same thing for the third and for the fourth. So I will just fast forward. You can see everything, so you will see that I will do the same as the previous two, just to be faster, otherwise this video will take forever. So I will open this and do it much faster. Okay, and we just finished with this one. So now what I will do, I will mount everything again. I guess I will not put all the screws because I'm not sure if it will be fixed. But I will mount at least the joysticks, the caps here, and put everything in place. Just the last screws probably I will not put them in, just to double check. So now I will just mount again everything, and then we can move the view of the camera to test all of these to see if there was any improvement or not. So let's try it. So let's start with the first one. We are here back again to the gamepad tester page, which is the best one, and let's try this one, the first one. That left joystick, right bottom is drift, and actually I already see it. It's drifting. I didn't do anything, and it's already to the right. So yeah, so actually the cleaning didn't fix at all. So let's try the second one. So this one was the left joystick, left drift. Left joystick, left drift. Actually, the left joystick, left drift, yes, it's a little bit as well. I thought it was a bit in the right, but maybe not. Or maybe yes. Yeah, maybe didn't. But okay, to the left one, the one that we wanted to see, because this one I didn't touch. It's still, if I move it, just can see if I move it like quickly, it's okay, but if I move it slowly, then it gets stuck at some point. So I might just to see if I can see something inside, but I really doubt. We already cleaned it properly, so it should be okay if there was something dirty inside. Okay, so this one not good, so not something very favorable. The third one, it's actually USB Type-C. So let's use the USB Type-C. And for the third one and fourth one I did the quick view. So for this one it was the left joystick bottom right that it was drifting. Well, actually I'm not sure. Actually seems quite okay. Well, the right one seems fine, but this one seems might be a little bit, but actually might be good. It doesn't, even if I move it slowly, it doesn't stuck, so actually might be good. So preliminary, this one is good, but of course I will need to test this with actual games and see, because here might show that that gets stuck, sometimes doesn't get stuck, but then there is actually the drift in some game. But preliminary, the third one, it's actually good. And this was the left analog bottom right bottom drift. So for this one it's improving. Yeah, it's still sorry, I was with a finger in front, so you can see there it still gets a little bit down to the left. Actually it doesn't seem that it was fixed. Actually, like I was saying, I will test this with actual games, but I will not show it testing the game, because then it will take like a lot of time. But I will put here some comments under each controller if it managed to fix or not. Anyway, all of them, the first, second, and fourth, doesn't seem to be that it help opening and cleaning. Sometimes it does, sometimes it not. But the third one actually seems okay. Of course, I will need to test it with the games and then see. Anyway, if they are working or not working, sorry, if they are not working, the ones that are not working, I will do a further video where I will put here. There is actually, I have one here somewhere, but I don't know exactly where I did put it. But there is some. This actually is not very visible here, but we can put on the base of the joystick without desoldering the current joysticks. You can see here actually this one, it's good visible. We can put here, there is some anti-drift. Let's say that if there is a little bit of drift, we can kind of solder here on top of these contacts that small circuit board, and then we can regulate the drift. So it's always, if the control is always drifting to the left, let's say, we can turn it a little bit to the right, and then it kind of will be fixed. But I never tried that, so I will use all of these controllers that have drift, and I could not fix, nor with the WD-40 or just now opening and cleaning, and then do that solution. If that doesn't work, then the solution is to replace fully the controllers, all the potentiometers, or fully all the joystick. But for now, this was the one that I wanted to do: open and clean it and see if it will improve anything in any of them. Here 25% of controllers might be fixed, so in this case of 4, only 1 could be fixed, but it's better than nothing, so it's a possibility. So hope this helped someone. If you want, please subscribe, and you can follow up the next videos. I don't know when exactly I will do it, but I hopefully soon, when I have the time, and where I will solder these small drift fix, let's say. So please like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.